Good day, folks. Good day. Good day. It's your guy, Inspired Seeker, coming to you live from nature once again. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing great. So, this one is entitled The Narcissist Will Ultimately Self Destruct. Guys, it's a bit breezy out here, and I have a lot of activity around me. So, if you hear anything in the background, pardon that and focus on the message. All right. So, guys, when it comes to the narcissist, guys, it never fails. All right. And this is typical in romantic settings, romantic relationships, but in other settings as well. All right. It never fails, guys. All right. The narcissist will ultimately self destroy. All right. When you become so fixated on destroying someone else, eventually you will turn the gun on yourself and pull the trigger. All right. I know I shared a story about the hunter and his prey. When you always come out and shoot at the prey, but then when you show up and there's no prey, what do? You ultimately turn the gun on yourself and pull the trigger. All right. So I want to start with this, guys. That we need to be clear on this. All right. We live in a spiritual universe where everything is energy, and our lives are governed by invisible laws. If we take the law of cause and effect, which we've discussed on here previously, if we take that law and break it down, guys, we can conclude that we get back what we put out. Okay, whether good or bad, we get back exactly what we put out. So if we put out bad, we're gonna get back bad. If we put out good, we're gonna get back good. All right. This law further taught us that our thoughts, emotions, and actions are not limited to our individual selves, but rather they go out into the universe and they return to us amplified. Okay, they return to us either to bless us or to curse us, depending on the cause that we send out there. All right. And so I said this to say that, guys, the narcissist will ultimately self-destruct. Okay, because you and I both know the narcissist is not sending out any good causes. All right. The narcissist is not setting out any good intentions. The narcissist is not sending out any good energy. All right. And so all this negativity that the narcissist sends out will combine and return to them at some point. Okay. And when this happens, guys, that's when they will go on the downward spiral of destruction. Okay. They will go on the destructive spiral. All right. The narcissist is such a vindictive individual, guys. They're so vindictive and damaged, guys, that instead of investing their time and efforts into building, something for themselves, they'll rather spend that time to poke at others, to destroy others, to get others riled up. Because why? They find joy in seeing others in pain. They find joy in seeing others hurt. Okay, so they will cause others pain. They will cause others trauma. They will destroy other people just so they can stand back and look at them and laugh and say, ha ha ha, look at them. All right. The sad truth, guys, is that half of the time, no. I would say 99.9% of the time, these individuals that the narcissist is so busy trying to destroy and trying to harm, these are individuals who only mean them well, okay? These are individuals who only wish them well and who only want the best for the narcissist, all right? And this is where things get tricky, okay? This is where things get tricky for the narcissist, because when you become so fixated on destroying another person, huh? When you become so fixated on bringing another person down, huh? Huh? And you send all this negative energy towards that person, all right? And this person happens to be a person who have no negative intentions for you, a person who only wish you well, a person who wants you to succeed in life, huh? A person who only want to see the best for you, huh? When you're sending all this negativity towards that person, huh? When you're sending all this negative energy towards this individual, guys, that energy has nowhere to go, all right? Because that person is not going to be able to receive that energy, all right? Because they don't wish you bad, okay? They only want you to succeed. They wish you well, all right? They want the best for you. And so when you send them all this negative energy, guys, huh? And this negative energy could be in a form of a verbal attack. It could be in a form of a physical attack. It could be in a form of a destruction to their property, destruction to their resources, destruction to their time. Guys, when you're so fixated on sending all this negative energy towards an individual who only means you well, who only wants the best for you, okay? It's like someone who loves you, but in return you hate them, okay? Someone who gives you love, someone who wish you well, someone who express love for you, but in return you give them hate. In return you send them bad energy. Guys, let's understand that, all right? And this is why I started by saying that we live in a spiritual universe where everything is energy. Okay, so while you're busy doing all of this, all you're doing, and then I'm speaking about the narcissist here now, all right? While the narcissist is so busy, is so fixated on destroying you, while the narcissist is so fixated on wreaking havoc on your life, while the narcissist is so fixated on bringing you down, all they're doing, and they may not even know this, okay? They may not even be aware of this, all right? All they're doing, guys, is sending negative energy towards you. That's all they're doing, okay? They're sending nothing but negative energy in your direction, all right? But here's, like I said earlier, here's where it gets tricky, all right? Here's where it becomes tricky. It becomes messy for the narcissist, all right? While you sending this energy to an individual who only means you well, guys, the energy has nowhere to go, okay? The energy does not have a recipient, because this individual loves you. This individual cares for you. This individual wants the best for you. This individual wants to see you succeed. This individual wants to see you do better, all right? And so while you send this energy towards them, that energy has no recipient, all right? That energy cannot go to that individual, all right? It will get to them and it will turn around and it will go backwards, all right? Because that individual is not the recipient for that negative energy, all right? And so here's where things get tricky, because when this energy returns back to the narcissist, guys, the same energy that they sent out there, guys, as we discussed in the law of cause and effect, this energy goes out into the universe and returns to you amplified, all right? And when this energy is returned to the narcissist, guys, they're not prepared for it, okay? They're not ready to deal with it, okay? They're not prepared to have a taste of their own medicine. And this is how they end up being overpowered by their own negative energy. Okay? Let's understand that, guys. Huh? This is how they end up being overpowered by their own negative toxic energy that they send out there to someone else. Okay? Because that energy did not find a recipient. Okay? The individual that the narcissist sent that energy to was not open to receive that type of negative energy, because that individual is not someone who wished them bad. Okay, it was not someone who wanted to see them hurt. Okay, it was someone who wanted to see them do better. It was someone who wanted the best for them. It was someone who meant well for the narcissist. And so when this energy has no recipient, there's no other choice. It must return back home. Okay, this energy must return back to the sender. All right, and when this happens, that's when the narcissist becomes overpowered by their own negative energy that they send out. All right, when this energy returns to the narcissist, that's when it overpowers them and they go on a destructive pattern. All right, they go on a downward spiral. All right, so this is why I'm saying that the narcissist will ultimately self-destruct. Okay, because they're so fixated on one thing, and that one thing is not anything good. All right, they're fixated on destroying another person. They're fixated on bringing another person down. All right, and this, guys, is how they cause their own demise. All right, this is exactly how they cause their own demise. All right, because when that energy finds no recipient, guys, and is returned to them, they're not ready to deal with it. Okay, they're not ready to have a taste of their own medicine. All right, and so that energy comes back amplified and it overpowers them, and this is how they go on the downward destructive pattern. All right, so if you've noticed, guys, a narcissist in a romantic setting, it usually, guys, after you've left them, and they've sent so much bad energy towards you, it ends up bouncing back to them. All right, it ends up bouncing back to them, and if you look back, you can see that the narcissist is not doing good. This is exactly why, guys. When you separate from a narcissist, when you get discarded, or when you discard the narcissist and they start their campaign of destroying you, their smear campaign and all those toxic campaigns, sending all this negative energy your way, painting you in a bad light, telling everybody that you're the scum of the earth. Guys, when all this negativity is returned to them, mind you, it's their own negative energy now. You don't have to do anything. All right? You don't have to do anything. All right? So long as you mean well for the narcissist, so long as you wish them well, so long as you want to see them do better, so long as you want the best for them, when this energy comes to you, guys, it's not going to stay. It's going to return back to the narcissist. All right? Whatever negative energy that they send your way, guys, it's not going to stay with you. Okay? You're not going to be the recipient. That energy is not going to find a recipient, and so it's going to have to return home. All right? And when this energy is returned home, guys, when it's returned to the narcissist is not prepared to deal with it. All right? The narcissist is not ready to deal with it. All right? They're not able to handle it. All right? And that's what the guys, they get overpowered by their own negative energy. All right? And this, if you look back, you can attest to this, guys. The narcissist that you've dealt with in your life, after a while of you separating yourself from them, you can look back and see that they've gone down a destructive pattern. Okay? You could look back and see that things haven't been good for them. All right? You could look back and see that they've went all the way to the bottom. All right? There's a reason for that. Okay? There's a reason for that. This is their own negative energy returning to them. All right? and them not being able to deal with it. Okay, them not being able to handle it. All right. So let's understand that, guys. The narcissist will always self-destruct. All right, and this is because of their own toxic energy, their own negative energy that they've been sending out to other people. All right, this energy will ultimately return to them amplified. And when they return, they're not able to deal with it, they're not able to handle it. And so they go on a destructive pattern. All right. So I hope I made it clear enough, guys. If you enjoyed the video, take a moment to drop us a like. And if you're new here, also take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified next time we upload. We do our best to upload every single day. We discuss spirituality, narcissism and narcissistic abuse, and also personal and self-development on this channel. Right. So I'll leave it here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and more life.